communists.
I mean, they like
It's literally the best sauce ice cream in the country.
Fucking Harry.
I mean, I've been going there since I was
This is how all the kids dress these days. So many cases.
like a lot.
Yeah.
No, I think it sucks. I haven't been since high school though, so I suppose I should give it another chance. But
We did.
I don't know, but I definitely think there was a difference. It was like more, it wasn't as creamy. It was like more crunchy.
Oh boy.
I haven't been to down here in definitely 5 years.
Gus Maris, you good?
I should.
You good?
You good?
Being crowded.
Plus Damascus from my house when the kids, there's a church back way, and it's like, you know, people, it's 2 lane farms the whole way.
Are you excited? Good.
What about, is that other, is the, what's that restaurant that's where Tom and Ray's used to be? Hornets Nest or something? Oh, it is? The Boo, right? Yeah. But the one that's in their own space, that's still there?
I bet you just like downloaded that base. Just like a...
You can circle in this way.
Oh, I've heard the, yeah, my wife keeps, they're building one of those in Urbana. I hadn't heard of the Clarksburg one. Is it good?
It's.
We went to the music. What's the place right off the 55? In that little bit, like,
Oh, you see it.
yeah, it's like a. We went once. I was not impressed. The service sucked.
Alright.
I'm curious about this.
Hi guys, I'm Keegan. I
So
am
really good. There was a Buffalo Wild Wings in Urbana, and it's gone now. There's
upstairs
this lot, which is gone.
on Santa for the press.
Same It's gone already in Urbana. They're already
But
redoing the
welcome to the
space.
White House press briefing room. This is Caroline's podium, custom to her. When she is briefing, the White House logo will
There's
be
one of those
on
in
the
town.
front here.
That was the first
The
one.
rest of these seats are where the reporters and the press corps sit while she was briefing, and then as you can see, they're scattered throughout the day, working, typing up their stories, oftentimes writing them and publishing them from here. Whenever, right through that
Thank you. White House
press
staff.
secretaries, deputy press secretaries, assistant press secretaries, and press agents.
Just one more shepherd here.
Pictures straight to the press jury president. And then when the press secretary does brief, she will come through that door, straight to this podium, and she will have a few staff members right behind her following that sit in these seats on the side. And yeah,
It's all high school.
it's for the matter.
I worked there. Like literally 95% of high school. Get it on it for 5 years. Probably. A year old. Yeah, right. The year old isn't old. It's fairly new.
You made it, Holly.
Big smiles.
Big smile, Holly.
I grew up 45 minutes from here. We never
Go help all you guys out. You got my dogs out there.
It's just the Smithsonian and the zoo.
You go too, man.
Yeah.
No, I did.
Where'd you grow up?
Stafford.
Oh, okay. You ever did the Washington Monument as kids? I didn't do that till doing this job.
They didn't trust us enough to go up for that.
We never did this. We never did the Capitol. We did the state Capitol in Minneapolis. I think that was the place.
Just get a temperature check. How's everybody holding up? Not great.
Go for a couple sandwiches, but
From not great. From you got one. From Mickey and Mike. That's mine. Good. Follow them. From Mikey and Mel.
post spray lunch.
Huh?
No time to get my twins home.
Terrible people.
Close the door. Borrow mine. Oh, it's hot. I'm gonna toss it. It's because your vest is on. Flame on.
Is it your hot warm vest?
Yeah, but
Can it do the opposite? Can it be cooler?
I wish. That'd be $1 million fast.
Your cuts.
Do you, when you send all your personal data to China, does it translate it to Mandarin, or do you have to do that manually? Okay.
popping the play button immediately.
It's weird. There's like this little
Right.
prick that keeps
long
like
you're not gonna
checking
be
my
like-
blood.
Oh, that's great.
Check
Right
out your
here.
pockets, like.
It just like keeps stabbing me. And
Yeah.
then it blinks 3 times. I don't know. It's crazy.
I don't have to finish.
I've been sleeping great.
Waking up.
You ever did the Washington Monument as kids? I didn't do that till this job.
They didn't trust us enough to go up for that.
We never did this. We never did the Capitol. We did the state Capitol in Minneapolis. So I think that was expensive.
Just getting a temperature check. How's everybody holding up?
Not great. You go for a couple sandwiches, but from not great.
From
You got like
hot dog.
from Mickey and Mike.
Thanks, Mike. Follow them.
From Mikey and Mel. Post spray one.
Huh?
No time to get my 24.
Terrible.
Close the door. Can borrow mine. Yeah. Oh, it's hot.
I'm gonna toss it. It's because your vest is on.
Flight on.
Is it your hot warm vest?
Yeah, but
Can it do the opposite? Can it be cooler?
I wish. That'd be $1 million invest.
Your cuts.
Do you, when you send all your personal data to China, does it translate it to Mandarin, or do you have to do that manually? Okay.
You're popping the play button immediately.
It's weird. There's like this little
Right.
prick that keeps
long
like
you're not gonna
checking
be
my
like-
blood.
Oh, that's great.
Check out
Right
your
here.
pockets, like.
It just like keeps stabbing me. And
Yeah.
then it blinks 3 times. I
Perfect.
don't know.
Play
It's
immediately.
crazy.
I don't have to finish.
I've been sleeping great.
Waking up with blood on my hands, but like it's fine.
Blood on your
My
hands.
Alexa keeps freaking out.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. The robots are fighting each other in my house. The burrito, the food is just big. Tacos are so good. I stuck my head back there once. Just have some grandma back there.
How you know it's good?
See, I'm 100%. It's like this like cool whatever hip hop, but then there's wonderful.
They got a
grandma
new,
living
they got a new roaster the other night.
No, we ate with them like
Yeah.
every night, man. You had meals?
Yeah, I will say, I was there once while they were roasting.
Yeah, good time.
So fucking loud. I was like, no,
When
no,
we
no.
were
The end of the last night.
traveling
They need to
together,
put, like,
we ate out every
glass
night,
right there.
except for when you
The end of the
abandoned
last
us.
night.
You and your
Yeah.
family was
Yeah.
together.
Ollie was like swinging from the
I
shower.
know.
We're having a good time.
It's actually probably not safe.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I just left last night. I must have thought. I got my coffee and walked out. I was like, okay.
Look. Sorry.
All our press
What?
friends. Literally. So this is the briefing. Yes. Where all our lovely reporters, press friends sit during the briefings. Hidden behind those folks was a kind of ceremony, and normally the White House will hold the Mount Leonic with me. There's some statutes over there. Yeah. But this is it.
start holding. Make sure let me know if you can't get like I will fly you right to just kind of look at an angle where you can just let me know. Follow him.
What's up?
I was just gonna say that the kids outside. We're on a field trip.
They're all right
There's
there.
a group right there.
They're right there.
In the corner.
Wait,
Yeah, we can make a
They're from New Hampshire.
We can make a whole.
So
Coming out.
okay.
If you fit, we don't even know if you're just trying to make eye contact with
Yeah,
each other. So.
I'll get whoever's talking and then you can get just know it.
So if we feel like it's an extended somebody talking,
Yeah.
and there's too far away from each
Is there
other,
a way to watch
Yeah, I'll
Buck's live stream with the whole year? Yeah.
So you want to
He did.
because there's somebody saying 2 people away and they're talking.
It was like a live stream that he put out to like show you could generally
they send
game
them
from
to the White
Starlink
House,
was playing.
and the White House sends them to the entire
And
White House.
everybody was just controlling him.
That has previously.
But like presumably somebody.
No, someone reported
Felt like it was wide as the camera would go to get on the stand.
He's
So
yeah,
trying
he's
to not
kind of like he's in the corner.
I don't know about straight.
Fuck that.
White House isn't fully. Did you read the list? Paywall.
Yeah.
Where?
Did you get bored with it? Somebody wrote a story yesterday about the White House isn't pushing out. Dude, get up here. Good job. Thank you. Cuts, yeah. Are you going all the way down there? I think so. Up to you. I'll follow wherever you go, okay?
I'll let you guide me in which way you want.
First door, I think. Cuts should probably go first.
Yeah,
First door to the left.
we should probably go. I would say,
You want me to go in first? Cuts going first?
yeah, I would say so.
We're going in this door?
Yes.
What? This door?
Yes.
Put your shots out. Shots
Shots
out.
out.
Shots out.
Which way?
Right there.
No, but which way?
To the left. I mean, yeah, right.
Right here,
yeah,
basically
to the
right here.
Bottom of the table. Yeah.
Go.
So you guys aren't going to the top.
I'm gonna be on your right side.
Okay.
Oh, make way on.
Sorry, guys. It's not convenient. Thank you.
You gonna go in first and go right?
Yeah.
So we'll let cuts in first and then me, then you.
Okay. Where are you going? Anywhere to go. What's the temperature? So what?
29.
You said 29?
Yeah, he said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
29, we'll try and catch a wave.
Yeah.
But, like when he took out, I focused on audio, but I could do that.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
We'll be here for a long time, honestly. Yeah. If you guys could make room, just people will be walking through.
Yes, thanks so much.
In the back. Okay, yeah, when it's time to go in, we'll go this way.
Can I get some of you folks to back up on this side over here, because this area has to be open, this can't be blocked right here. I have to be able to get down the steps. No, you just back here, because all of you can't go through that door anyway, so it's gonna be a line, so if you can just slide down.
Cut is gonna go first, right? Sorry, Andrew.
I was making sure that he was going to do it. That's it. That's right.
Only be listening to the bus.
I just loaded the preset.
How are you? Good. Oh, Chris.
What?
I have to run this third portal.
I didn't know what I was doing. Okay. It's fine. Either text me or someone just like crash
Yeah. Yeah, we'll find it. Very cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Another hour and a half. All right.
My apartment building is like climate is generally managed. We don't switch over to AC for like a day. They want to delay it to the last moment, you know. But it was like 80 degrees a week ago, and today it's 40 degrees. So. West facing and all windows. Stuff so blinding.
We're not live right now.
No, well,
I was just told that
an existing state constitutional provision that forbade racial discrimination in college admissions. So they put it directly on the ballot by a supermajority. They passed a measure to put it on the ballot, but the people of California said no. Despite the campaign for this initiative having a massive, I think 10-to-1 spending advantage, the people of California voted 57% to 43% to say, no, we want to continue to have equality under law be the policy of our state. So this investigation by Attorney General Bondi is not only about assuring compliance with federal law, but is also going to protect the clearly expressed will of the people of California. The fourth investigation relates to the crisis of anti-Semitism at our universities. The Federal Task Force to Combat Anti-Semitism has announced that the Department of Justice has opened a civil pattern of practice investigation into the University of California under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. The investigation will assess whether the UC is engaged in a pattern or practice of discrimination based on race, religion, and national origin against its professors, staff, and other employees by allowing an anti-Semitic hostile work environment to exist on its campuses. Attorney General Bondi said, quote, "The Department of Justice will always defend Jewish Americans, protect civil rights, and leverage our resources to eradicate institutional anti-Semitism in our nation's universities." We've seen over the last year and a half or so absolutely abhorrent, outright anti-Semitism at many universities throughout the country, including at California universities, which our Committee on Education and the Workforce did a lot of work to expose through a number of hearings. And while there have been some positive reforms that have occurred on some campuses, there are still many ongoing, very severe problems with these issues being aided and abetted in a lot of cases by university faculty and administrations. So this is an investigation into the full gamut of that activity. And then there's a related set of investigations that are looking at the extent to which students who are here on an international students are actually working to advance not only anti-Semitic, but pro-Hamas type activity. We saw, related to all of these anti-Semitic incidents on university campuses, illegal activity as well, with illegal encampments that violate the law, violate university policies, violate the civil rights of other students. We saw buildings being taken over, and we have seen connections between these activities and the agenda of Hamas and Hamas-affiliated groups. So recently, the Department of, the administration has revoked about 100 student visas at universities across California, including the University of California at Berkeley, which is part of a broader assessment of individuals who are involved in activities deemed contrary to U.S. interests. Now, this is actually a pretty small number, 100 out of 140,000 international students that are in California, but we do know that there are people who are here who are not from this country who have participated in these illegal activities, because as the president's order cites, federal law bars non-citizens from being in the U.S. if they support terrorism. And so any connection with pro-Hamas activity falls under the purview of those statutes. Indeed, the executive order from the White House quotes the president as saying that his intention is to deport Hamas sympathizers and revoke student visas. In a similar vein, UCLA has been sued in federal court in a case alleging that it enabled protesters at an encampment to block Jewish students from accessing certain campus pathways. To the extent that folks who are here on a visa were involved in that sort of illegal pro-terrorist activity, the administration is doing an assessment to take appropriate action. The sixth investigation that is going on against some of the insane and potentially illegal policies in California relates to high-speed rail, which is the biggest public infrastructure failure in United States history. I was at the train station in LA, Union Station, a couple weeks ago, where we were with Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy announcing this investigation specifically into the federal money that has gone into high-speed rail. The review that he launched, that we launched on that day, will help determine whether roughly $4 billion in taxpayer money should remain committed to the proposed project to build high-speed rail in the California Central Valley between Merced and Bakersfield. I have also requested an investigation by the FBI into how exactly it is that California has so far spent some $17 billion on this project, which was approved in 2008, so we're talking over 15 years, and has yet to lay any track. At this point, even the New York Times has said the project isn't going to be completed this century at the current pace. The overall cost has ballooned to over $130 billion. That's more than $100 billion more than it was supposed to be. The whole thing was supposed to be completed by now, per the initial projections, but now at this point, even the first segment from Bakersfield to Merced, a very modest segment, they're saying isn't even going to be completed by 2033. And indeed, just last week, there was a report from the nonpartisan legislative analysts that there's another $9 billion funding gap, and they're continuing to rely on federal funding. So this is an investigation that is ongoing, and I fully expect it will result in those funds being clawed back and hopefully then used on infrastructure projects in California that will actually serve to move people and goods, will create jobs that have positive economic value, and will actually be helpful in improving the quality of life for folks in our state. The seventh ongoing investigation relates to California's cap and trade program. An executive order from the president has directed Attorney General Bondi to identify state and local acts that may be unconstitutional or preempted by federal law. And it singles out California's cap and trade program, which sets limits on greenhouse gas emissions and then has companies buy and sell credits. As the order says, California punishes carbon use by adopting impossible caps on the amount of carbon businesses may use, all but forcing businesses to pay large sums to trade carbon credit to meet California's radical requirements. What is the result of this? Even as we have seen gas prices that have gotten much lower across the entire country, Californians continue to pay astronomical prices when they fill up their cars. Indeed, California is now some $1.60 above the national average. We have the highest gas prices in the country, higher than even Hawaii, and the major cause of that is the state's taxes and regulations and other requirements, foremost among them being this cap and trade program, which adds substantially to the price of each gallon of gas. The eighth ongoing investigation relates to the homelessness crisis in California. California is the national leader in homelessness. It is not even close. We have roughly half the unsheltered homeless in the entire country, despite spending absolutely staggering amounts of money. Indeed, over the course of the last 5 years, we have seen $24 billion spent on homelessness, and homelessness has continued to go up significantly. A recent audit actually found that the state has lost track of the money and can't even tell you where it went or what outcomes it has produced. But now the new United States Attorney for the Central District of California, Bill Asaley, has announced the formation of the Homelessness, Fraud, and Corruption Task Force, which will investigate fraud, waste, abuse, and corruption involving funds allocated towards the eradication of homelessness within the 7-county jurisdiction of the Central District of California. The task force will be comprised of federal prosecutors from the Major Fraud Section, the Public Corruption and Civil Rights Section, and the Civil Division Civil Fraud Section of the U.S. Attorney's Office. And it'll specifically look into what's going on in Los Angeles, where recently a court-ordered audit found that homelessness services...
You feel comfortable with all those cameras, right? So. We have a little more room over here if you want. Thank you very much. We had a very good meeting. We're talking about a lot of different things. Consumer prices have actually dropped. There's